Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around. Got the crowd, gone wild, gone wild. Tell me what you know about that mim style,
Yo, we back. It's the Mr.Jelks show. Where's you must be watching the show because we got the wrong things going. O must be watching from afar because when O on here, I always push the wrong button. So here we go. So, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, it's the Mr.Jelks show. Earlier, we had a few technical difficulties during the chain swang video. So we decided to come back, man, because this interview is an interview that I've been really passionate about and really waiting to do because it's rare that you meet, one of your favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? And on YouTube, this is one of my favorite artists, man. And just in life in general, you know what I'm saying? So sorry about the technical difficulties earlier, but we are back. So the phone lines are still open, 901-410-0123. And we're going to get right into it, man. So without further ado, I bring to you
drums, please.
Chain
Swang shouted. I had to hit one of my ad libs for a minute, man. But yeah, this your boy Chain Swang with Mastermind Radio LLC. If y'all can look up my website, mastermindradio.com.co. We have clothing. We do backpacks, flags. We do some of everything, cups, mugs, whatever you need. And whatever logo that you want to put on them clothes and items, you can also do that too. Just send it to my email, Ashton Douglas, with 3 S's at 79@gmail.com.
It's up and it's stuck, man. I've been waiting on this interview, bro, for a minute, bro. I appreciate you joining tonight.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, man. So earlier, we were having a little technical difficulties, so I had to let the crowd know that, we coming back, and we are back.
Yeah, I apologize for those inconveniences. I was at work, and then the Wi-Fi signal was acting up on me at my job. So, but I was getting to the grind, though, so that was the most important thing right there to keep the hustle going so I can keep investing and doing what we're doing now. So.
That's what's up. And like I was saying earlier, that shows your dedication, man. The dedication of you, doing the interview from where you were doing it from work. So you were making money and you were, taking care of your own business and doing your business on the side at the same time. So that's a blessing, man. You don't find too many people who got that kind of ambition, bro. So
I appreciate it.
I salute you,
so
man.
The last...
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I was going to say, I was going to get to the last question that you wanted to ask me about how I started out. Like, I got a couple of things listed on paper that I wanted to talk about, like on the beginnings of my career and how I started out on hustling. So, like, the beginning of my hustle, I started out, cutting grass and everything. My pops would make me cut grass at the beginning, but I ended up cutting grass on my own and the customers. So that's how I knew I wanted to start doing business and owning a business. So my business mindset kind of started right there, but I feel like I still had time to grow and mature because I really didn't understand business or how to really do business, but I had learned little small important things about business and how to the customer service and how to get good deals and make people keep coming back to shop with you. So that taught me a lot about how to do that and also how to work hard at what you do. And working for yourself, because it's almost the same thing as working in any other job. You're just working for yourself. But in the beginning, I started off doing that, and I started off rapping when I was like 12 years old. I dropped my first mixtape when I was 15 years old, Halloween mixtape. That was the first mixtape I dropped. what influenced me to drop that mixtape and start rapping, picking up on rapping at 13 and 12 years old is listening to Gucci Mane and OJ the Juice Man on Hood Affair mixtapes when they used to rap on the Hood Affair videos, freestyling. I used to love them songs and stuff, love Gucci Mane and how they used to freestyle, and that kind of motivated me to start freestyling. So me and my cousins in Jackson, we would, go back and forth freestyling and stuff like that. You know, back then I was young and a little bit dumb. So, we used to do all kind of crazy stuff back then. We was a little bit bad sometimes, but wasn't too off the chain. Like I was just out there like that, but doing enough to where my pops had to come get me. So that kind of like instilled hustle, being around him kind of like instilled hustle into me and kind of motivated me into changing a whole lot about my life and my perspective on things. So that's more things that me and my cousin would kind of freestyle back and forth about things that we was doing out in the neighborhood and just hanging around and smoking and chilling and stuff. So that's how I kind of started out.
Nice. Where's your where's your cousin now?
He's still in Jackson right now, but of course they done grew up, got jobs, and had kids and started doing their own things too. And then one of my cousins had passed away a couple of years ago, so he's no longer with us. But rest in peace, Bud. But he used to rap with me, freestyle with me, and that kind of motivated me to keep rapping because he was into rapping, and he used to like Lil Wayne, and he used to kind of like sort of freestyle like Lil Wayne with the get on the mic, and then he started freestyling and stuff. Then I would go back and forth with him, and we would drop songs together and be in the backyard in the shed just rapping and just dreaming about being rappers and doing that. So it's a real big accomplishment and a real big leap of growth to get to where I'm at right now, to where I'm doing interviews with you and having fans and people that actually like what I'm doing from all over America. So that's a real big deal for me.
That's what's up, man. Sorry for your loss of your cousin also, man.
Yeah.
I know he's
try to keep him alive?
I know he's proud of you, man.
Yeah. Because I was like, shoot, I can't believe that I done got this far with as far as like music, especially in Minnesota, in a whole different state that I'm not even from. It's just the growth and the love that I get here doing music and business, and even just on regular everyday stuff like working, just the people that I meet and connect and network with, and the people that I have worked with. I never thought that I would be performing in front of thousands of people and everybody screaming my lyrics and dancing to my music and dancing to my songs. I never thought that I would get that far with it. So,
wow.
Like I said, that's a lot of growth.
So tell me about the beginning. What equipment were you using when you first started?
I was using the old phones that you used to have to type the letters at the bottom, like the keyboard at the bottom and the little screen at the top, them little small phones. So I used that and a Bluetooth speaker, man. And I would just press record. I was using the voice record.
Whoa. That's something else, man. You came up with some stuff for real.
Because wouldn't nobody give me a chance in the studio in Jackson because they wasn't taking me serious. Like my some of my people would tell me like you can't be rapping about stuff that you're not really living, because at first I was rapping about stuff but then that's when I changed around my music and stuff and started rapping stuff that I actually do live. Because like I want to tell my story. I don't want to tell nobody else's story. And ever since then, I've just been keeping it real with myself.
Exactly. Well, I think we all start, when you're an artist, we all start off rapping other people's lyrics. You know what I'm saying? We have songs that we like and we learn those songs, learn the lyrics. Then you learn to sing along with them. And then if you're really passionate about it, you keep on going, and then at some point you start molding your own flow and your own identity and stuff. So yeah, you started off right, you know what I'm saying? And they told you right too, to you know what I'm saying, start finding yourself within the music. And I think you'd have done a hell of a job with that. So it sounds like you were around some people who really, they really cared about, you know, about you making it. That's good. You grew up, seemed like you grew up around some real cool people who had your back.
Yeah, that's my family, man. In Jackson, they would teach me that,
So growing
and
up in
also
Jackson, I'm sorry, go
watch what
ahead.
I watch what deals and stuff that I was signing. My daddy would be teaching me that at 5 and 6 and 7 years old, as far as I can remember. As being young, he would tell me to always watch what I signed and watch what deals you put your name to, and people to do this and do that. He would teach me about the game at a young, early age, and I feel like he must have known that I was going somewhere when I sit back and think about it. Like he must have known that I was going to do something with music or something to tell me all of this, because about 6 years ago, I had somebody that wanted to sign me like a little deal or something or be my manager, but I
Mm-hmm.
ended up reading the contract and he was basically trying to take everything that I make and just give me what he think I deserve. And I still have to be responsible for my hotel room. When I go out to perform and go on tour and stuff, I have to still be responsible for myself. And ain't no telling what he would have gave me up out of my money if you got control over everything. And I'm like, I'm not signing.
Yeah,
Didn't say nothing.
I've go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that there are a lot of predators out here. You know what I mean? And when we're young and impressionable, they will try you, and they'll try to get you in like bogus deals. They'll tell you, they'll promise you the world, and then they don't even know how they're gonna get there. You'll be following, you know, certain people that you think can help, and a lot of times they can't help. Um, what are your thoughts on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you plan on changing that? You know what I'm saying? Once you get to where you get to, do you plan on like extending your brand to up and coming artists, and how are you going to guide them?
Well, when it comes to that, I've been thinking about it lately. Since I do have a business, I wanted to start off just having employees that's a part of Mastermind Radio. And if somebody that's working for me also does music and stuff, you know, that'll be great too, because then we can start working on the mixtape, get you a producer and see what we can put together. And then that's just how that would work. But far as like extending my brand, I'm just trying to focus on getting my brand like in stores and clothing stores and like stuff like that, and maybe gas stations. Like I got somebody in Minnesota right now that wants to put some of my clothes in his store at the gas station. So that's opening up a door for me to have an opportunity to get my brand out there. But I don't already have thousands of people about my brand anyway, so they already know it out here in Minnesota. And a couple of other places like New York and all that stuff, because people don't bought stuff for me out that way too. So I'm just focused on building my brand up and getting my brand out there. That's the whole reason that I'm trying to promote myself, so I can get more customers in, hire people, and just work on doing that first. Investing in myself and just keep investing in myself. Hustling and invest, hustling and invest. That's what I'm thinking about right now on my mind, as far as like expanding business and doing something with business and see what else I can learn. Because if I could take the knowledge that I learned in school and utilize that to build my business the proper way, then that's going to bring money in itself. Because I realized that it's just not about just getting in the studio and rapping. It's deeper than that. You have to understand the business behind the music, you know?
Yep. And a lot of people don't know that, and that's why I was asking you, like, you know, what I asked you, and that's a blessing. Yeah, when you have the employees under you, then you'll be able to teach them the game. So it's good that you're learning it so that you can teach it to them. People used to say,
Yeah.
learn the game, learn the game. I used to hear that in every interview. When they interview any artist, they'll be like, you know, they all got bad contracts in the beginning. Most people do. To me, it
Yeah,
seems like you managed to avoid that. Do you feel like the people around you are the people who helped you avoid that, like your pops and people around you? They helped you avoid signing a bad deal.
yeah. They trained me up to think that way. Yeah, watch some people and watch what you sign your name to. That's he told me that all my life. So yeah, when I go back and think about what he taught me, yeah, I utilize what he taught me. He thought that I wasn't listening because I was a kid, but I was listening because, like I said, I've always been wise and mature for my age for whatever reason. He spoke wisdom into me. I think that's why. My daddy always gave me a lot of wisdom. Uh,
That's why it's important to have a father in your life. Um, I feel bad for a lot of kids who had to grow up without a father in their lives because, like me and you were talking backstage, like sometimes it seems like they'll be being hard on us, but really
yeah,
they were just trying to give us life wisdom that was going to stick with us, and it's kept us alive. You know, like we were saying, we've lost several people. You know, I've lost people on my end, you've lost people on your end, but at the end of the day, man, listening to
yeah,
your parents, they're not gonna tell you wrong, and you know it's a reason why you still here. You know what I'm saying? That God got you still here. You know what I'm saying? And you're still doing your thing, making great music, making great content, uh, clothing line. Your company is booming. So a lot of that, man, I know you got to give that to your parents, bro.
yeah, most definitely. But one thing I was gonna say was is that they always told me to get out and work. Cause in Jackson, if you've been to Jackson, then ain't nobody really gonna give you nothing too much down south anyway. They gonna tell you to get it on your own, but at the same time, that's what make us strong down south. Make us stronger people because we know how to get it out the mud without nobody giving us nothing. I don't ask for handouts, and people up here in Minnesota, St. Paul say the same thing, bro. You ain't never asked for one. We see you hustle around here. We done seen you in different cars. We ain't seen you with no cars. We ain't seen you with money. We ain't seen you with no money. But you keep hustling without asking nobody for nothing. I was like, yeah, underground legend.
Facts.
So
So a lot of people may not know who are watching right now how Jackson, Tennessee is where you came up at, man. Jackson is a tough city, man. It's like Memphis. It's a little bit smaller than Memphis, but it's tough. Can you explain how you navigated growing up in Jackson, Tennessee?
mm, well, when I was younger in school, I got bullied a lot. So, but it made me stronger though. You know, it taught me
Hmm.
how to stand up for myself. So I would say that growing up in that environment, it made me just like the rest of my people strong.
Hmm. What was it
Cause I
like?
ain't
Like
playing.
how was school and stuff there? Like were you, I know you were rapping at 15, so
Uh,
you start releasing music in school. What did they take to it? Did they show you love? Did they try to support you? How was it going to school in Jackson?
we, we used to freestyle in at the cafeteria. They would listen to some of my freestyles. They would like tell me that I might be going places if I keep on freestyling like that. Cause I would be writing notes and writing music up in the classroom, and some people would actually listen. Some people that actually try to hate and be like, "Nah, we don't want to hear this shit." But some people would actually give it a chance and listen to it and be like, "Hey, you kind of got some talent. You kind of cold. You might make it somewhere rapping." So I started rapping in the backyard, up under the shack. Started recording myself and posting it on YouTube.
How did that work out? Did you start getting a lot of views from the door, or did you have to work it, like build it?
I have to build it from the ground up. I didn't start getting no views from YouTube until I moved to Minnesota. That's
Wow,
when
man.
everything. That's when everything kind of started popping off when I moved to Minnesota.
Wow. So all the music that I heard that I be listening to all the time, did you make those songs in Minnesota or did you make those songs in Jackson?
I made all of those songs in Minnesota, except for the
Wow.
ones like from when I was 16 and 15 years old. I was still able to keep up with a lot of them songs I did in Jackson and post those on YouTube too, just for memories.
Man, you cold, bro.
Like, if you look up on YouTube right now, Lil Chain freestyling, 16 years old. Should I got a video of me freestyling in the back in my daddy backyard in Jackson? Yeah. I was like, the freestyle kind of goes something like, I sell more pills than the pharmacy. The feds can't get rid of me. Your girl blowing up my line. Then your girlfriend is killing me. Something like that. Like,
Oh man, so was it the girls? Was it the money? What attracted you to the music business?
man, just the love for music, man. I started realizing I love music when I used to listen to Crime Mob. And I started liking all of it. I started listening to all the different instruments in the instrumental, and I just fell in love with this one sound that was in the instrumental, the piano. You know, I love this sound, how it sounded to me, and I love the way certain music sound. Like I love soulful beats, music. I just love music. You know, I got love for music, beautiful music, not no just no any type of music. I like music that has soul to it, a story to it, something that you can get from it, learn from it, something that you can relate to.
It shows. It shows in your music. And especially like the story part that you were saying, how the music tells stories. When did it occur to you to start having your albums tell stories, like your mixtapes? It's like movies. It's like watching a movie, listening to it from the beginning to the end. You take people from from the intro all the way like through the outro. It's like you've been on a whole journey. Where did that come from?
I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to Biggie Smalls. I was listening to Biggie Smalls. I went back and listened to some old 90s rap because I wanted to know the history of everything, of how everything got started and where it all started and it come from. So what better way is to learn and go back into the past and listen to old rap music and how it all began and where is it going now and where is it heading to now. So I went back into the past a little bit and listened to a couple of mixtapes from him, and I love the way that it told the story and it felt like a movie. Especially that one song, "Niggas Bleed Just Like Us." The last verse that he did, it felt like I was in the room watching all the this gangster shit go down in the hallway at the hotel room. So I was like, how can I apply that with my own art?
That you figured it out, because that's one of the main things that drew me to your music was the fact that it's telling a story. It's taking you on a journey. And another thing that you just said that really stood out to me is that you went back and you listened to the music that was created prior to you starting to do your musical journey. A lot of younger artists don't do that these days. What do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got to say to, like? I mean, what advice could you give the artists of today about going back and seeing, listening, and comprehending what came before them?
The only thing I would have to say is like how are you going to be a rapper if you don't study the history of rap and how it all began and the story of how it came along up until what it is now? That's the whole point of history in the beginning, in the first place, anyway, is to understand what made things the way it is now. Why not go back and study what came before you in order to understand what you're doing? You
In
don't
your
even
mind,
understand rap because you don't understand history. You didn't go back and study the history of it.
And do you do that with everything that you do, like with your clothing brand, with your label, with your company? Do you go back and study the companies and stuff that have come before you?
Yes, most definitely. I be watching the History Channel all the time, Hulu, about how big brands came along and built their way up to be the big brands that they are. Like Hershey. Hershey started off in his house making chocolate. Then he got
Wow.
him a little shack and had a production going on. And then I'm gonna tell you how Reese's also got started too. Hershey's fired Reese's, and
Hmm.
Reese's went back and stole some of his chocolate and made these cups. Then he decided to put peanut butter in the cups, and that's how Reese's was made in his kitchen after he got fired by Hershey's. Then he came back and started competing with Hershey.
Then he came back and did what?
He came back and started competing with Hershey's, the same person that fired him. But don't get me wrong, Hershey's took good care of his employees because everybody on his he had a plot of land where everybody had their own house, their own car, basically like his own little town. And everybody would just have to leave their house early in the morning, come to work on the production line, and then go back home after work. And he made sure all of his people was taken care of in that little city that he built on this small plot of land.
Wow. I didn't that's interesting, man. I didn't know that, man. They need to make a movie about that or something.
Yeah, I also been watching the history on Disney, Walt Disney, and how all of that got started too. Because Mickey Mouse was a rabbit at first
What?
before it was a mouse.
What? That's something else, bro. So how did they
He lost the rights to the rabbit. That's what you
what
was gonna ask. How did they ended up switching it?
yep, yeah, how did they ended up switching them? But also it's funny how we ended up getting Bugs Bunny
Yeah,
later. Yep.
he lost the rights to that character, the first character that he made. So at first he was going to close down the whole shop and just give up on his business. But then because he ended up not only losing the rights to that character, he also lost the rights to his whole entire company to that person because he didn't own none of it because he didn't do his paperwork right or whatever he did wrong. He ended up losing it, the first company. And then that's when he had came and rebranded himself with Mickey Mouse.
Wow. So what advice would you give to artists when it comes to like owning your stuff and making sure that that don't happen to you, that you don't lose your music, you don't lose your masters, you don't lose your publishing? Because I see you've studied, the business and you studied the game. Um, how do you apply that to like your everyday life as far as getting your rights and stuff to all of your stuff?
Well, before I drop any of my music, I try to now that I had to study on how to do the copyrights at first. Once I got the website link and all this stuff, and I basically figured it out on my own computer. But I try to do all of that stuff before I even drop a song. You want to make sure all of that stuff is taken care of before you drop a song. Copyrights, publishing, all of that. Trademark before you even drop a mixtape or a song, whatever you're gonna do. You want to make sure you have all your paperwork together. BMI, make sure you got your publishing rate so you can get paid every time that record gets spent. You'll get a royalty check. I ended up learning that from my very first producer when he signed me up for BMI. And I was like, I'm on now. All I got to do is go out here and perform at these local bars and stuff around Minnesota because Minnesota has a lot of open mics and a lot of karaoke's and stuff around the whole entire state and city. So I be just popping up at places and performing my music and stuff. So, and I get paid for doing that. So you have your publishing together so you can get your royalties. And then I also ended up learning that you don't need just collect royalties from that. You can also collect royalties from another website, your mechanical royalties, royalties that you might be missing.
So the other website you have Sound Exchange, and then you have Song Trust. I think it's a company that kind of does it all, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Why did
one
you
of the
choose? You
websites.
chose you chose BMI over ASCAP because well, you said your first producer just introduced you to BMI. Do you think if they would have gave you an option to do BMI or ASCAP, would you have selected BMI over ASCAP?
I think I like BMI better because they pay me pretty good. I can't lie.
Nice.
And I know the guaranteed coming. I don't know how ASCAP is, but I know just by looking at the website that I don't know if I like it better than BMI. I like BMI a little bit. The only thing that I wish that they would pay a little bit more for the small venues too, just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still good. Get a little royalty check from my music. Make sure you have your publishing right. Make sure you have your copyrights right. It don't take nothing to copyright your music real fast and trademark
No.
your stuff.
Yep. So you've studied before, and then you're living in the now, creating music. How has the sound changed in your eyes from the past to now?
You can hear my voice a little bit more clearer. The production is a little bit more better. I have more original beats. I'm not just freestyling and rapping and making mixtapes off of YouTube beats no more.
And how do you think overall music has changed as well?
Um, I started picking up on rapping fast over time. Once I started learning how to do that, I started doing that often on almost every song, rapping fast.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I also started, I say around 2022, what I started doing when I rap is just like using more of my voice. Like I don't have to try to put on no rap voice. Like I just talk. I rap the way I talk. Like, I don't know how to really explain it, but I just rap how I talk. Like I rap like I'm talking. It's like I'm talking to you.
That's what make your
But
music
right,
so dope, man. That's what make your music so dope. Cause when I listen to it, it feel like something that I can just get in my car and put on and just ride, like go wherever and just you talking. It's like you talking to me. Like it's like you know what I mean? Like it's like you're in the
yeah,
car
I know
with me.
exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Like you're in the passenger seat and we just riding, kicking it, and you over there rapping. That's how it sound. Like, and it's dope and you
My
killing it.
cousin favorite, my cousin favorite song that I did is "I Got the Weed." He was like, "I love that song, cuz," and he's mad right now because I haven't been rapping in almost like a year now. I haven't dropped another mixtape or a song since I did Slave to the System. He was like, "Cuz, why are you not dropping no music?" He's trying his best to get me to drop some music. I said, right now I'm focused on building my brand and building my business because I'm trying to look at the business side of things now. I'm not giving up on rapping, but I'm trying to get out here and promote myself because people don't really know. They know, some people know who Chain Swang is all over the world, but it's not to where I need to be. I need the support in the crowd. I need to build a crowd of my own, a crowd of supporters. Everybody has their own crowd. I feel like on the underground scene, that's what gets them paid. That's what builds their brand up. Like for example, Starlito, he has his own crowd of people that supports him. Don Tripp, he built his own crowd of people that supports him. Everybody that's underground and doing it independently has their own crowd to build. And that's where basically I'm trying to get to a point of what I'm doing. I'm trying to get out and do more shows, do more interviews, give more knowledge, let people see my face more outside of just making mixtapes and rapping. People need to get a chance to hear me on interviews and see me on lives and stuff like that, and actually get a chance to know who Swang is and the history of what I done did on the rap scene, as far as like underground. Because like I said, underground legend. I done did a lot on the underground scene as far as like business and building my name up, especially in Minnesota. So
You're doing it right, man. I was watching an interview earlier this week, and a guy was on there. He was explaining that streaming is only paying like 0.007 cent per stream these days. But
yeah,
if you have 1,000 fans, 1,000 true fans that rock with you, and each one of those thousands spends $100 with you in a year.
but see,
You've
I
made
figured out how to
$100,000. You know what I'm saying? Versus
yeah,
like if you got 100,000 streams, that'll be pennies.
yeah.
So you're
See,
right.
I'm not
Build
just
your
gonna
own.
live off the show. That's
No,
why
I
I
just mean
said
you're
build.
building your own. Like you said, you're building. That's why I say you got it right. Build your own circle, and it don't have to be a million people in it. A lot of people think that you need a million people to do it. No, you're right. Just build your own circle, and it don't have to be that big for you to make a whole lot of money. So you're doing it right. Keep building your own circle, and I don't care if you got 1,000, like I said, if you got 1,000 people in it and they all spend $100, let's say they buy a couple of your t-shirts, a couple of your, some of your merch, and then they turn around and buy your
Yeah,
mixtape. And each one of them spend
that's what I
$100.
was gonna
Man,
get
you made
to.
$100,000, man.
That's exactly what I was gonna get to on the business side. That's why I told my cousin I'm more focused on my business, like far as clothing. Because if I don't get paid, if I'm getting paid pennies from my music and streams, then I can just make money over here with my business. And plus, I need to build my brand anyway. Build a brand,
Yep. And
especially
that's
if
what
you're gonna be independent.
and that's what you're doing. And when you got a small niche fan base like that, they're willing to buy your records. They still willing to buy, like if you come out with a CD or you come out with a vinyl. You come out with a vinyl, you know what I'm saying? Sell those for like, $20, $30 a piece. See that circle that you're building, they super fans, you know what I'm saying? They're not just passers by. They don't just want to just stream your music. They gonna be rocking with you. They're gonna be rocking your clothing brand. And at the same time, if you were to pull out a vinyl, they're gonna buy that. If you pull out a CD, they're
Yeah.
gonna buy that.
Somebody actually at the Black State Fair, because I worked in the Black State Fair. I was in the Black State Fair last summer, because they have this event that they have up here in Minnesota, that this lady owns this Black State Fair, and she has it every year in Minneapolis. And everybody comes to it. It's been doing good for the last 6 or 7 years now. This is the 7th annual Black State Fair in Minnesota. So I was in the 6th annual Black State Fair. So I was in there selling my merch, and somebody came in there and bought the CD that I was basically just using for just to look at. Somebody wanted to actually buy it though. And I was like, "You want to
Wow.
buy my last CD?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want to buy that junk. I got $20 for it right now." I was like, "Man, this is my last CD though. This is the original copy though." because that's how I feel about my music, especially on hard copies, because it's getting harder and harder to come back. So I was like, man, I don't know, but I was like, I just eventually just gave it to him and sold it off. But I made sure I kept it.
You say you
I
made sure
made
you
sure I
kept
kept my case.
That's what I'm talking about, and those are
Yes,
the kind of fans that you need to keep building. And those are the same kind of fans that I'm working on. I'm not working on at this point trying to get 1 million streams. I'm like you. I'm trying to get 100 real solid followers, and then make that 200, and then make that 300, and then like real followers, like real supporters. You know what I mean? It's a difference, man. I came out with a hoodie last year, and my real supporters, man, they be sending me pictures of them rocking that hoodie and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
When I open up my bank account, I see like where those real supporters bought those hoodies. Those are the real
yeah.
supporters. That's what you need. It ain't about streaming 1 million streams, man. If somebody tell you that, they selling you a dream. Man, get you
Yeah,
500 good
because
followers, you good.
realistically, without all the fake views and stuff that some of these rappers be doing, only so many people gonna mess with what you're doing. Some people like what you're doing, some people don't like what you're doing. Some people gonna support, some people not gonna support, and it's just the realness of it. But worry about the people that do support. Too many people worry about the people that's not supporting. Oh, they don't support me. They don't support me. Why are you worrying about them then? Worry about the people that you do got and build that circle up of people that do mess with you.
Yep. And that's real. A lot of people they think you know, oh man, if you're not on the radio, then you're not successful. Man, you successful if you got 1,000 good fans.
So
Even
there's a lot of
even
rappers
a
that's,
hundred good fans. It don't take that many people.
yeah. So there's a lot of rappers that got millions of dollars ain't never been on the radio.
Yep, it is a lot,
Underground rappers.
a lot,
Being
man, a lot
independent,
more than you think.
being being independent pays if you know what you're doing. Too many
It
people don't make it happen.
it does, and your generation, y'all figured it out. Like my generation, we were chasing record deals. We didn't feel like we were successful unless we had Def Jam stamped on our CDs, or Universal, or Sony. That meant we made
Yeah.
it. But your generation have figured it out. Y'all have figured out to build y'all own labels and build y'all own brands, and then they be coming to y'all begging y'all to sign with them.
Mhm. When you get to a certain level, yeah, they most definitely gonna come and talk to you
Yep. What you gonna do
because
once
you
you
pop.
build once your brand, your label get up to that status? What you gonna do when Sony or Universal or some of them come knocking on your door, Rock Nation? What are you gonna hear them out, or are you gonna slam the door in their face?
I'm gonna hear them out. I give everybody a chance. I'm gonna see what the deal talking about because I know how to read and write, and I know I got common sense. I ain't no genius, but I know what I'm looking at, and I don't know. I just get a feeling when somebody trying to play me. I just silently bag off the deal if I'm not agreeing with it. Just like I had dealt with deals in the past. There's also another deal that somebody offered me in Minnesota too. They tried to get me to sign a 360 deal. He thought I was the best rapper alive when I was performing at the bar that I'm famous at here in St. Paul.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I started selling my CDs. I sold 516 CDs over that way. But he thought that he was going to sign me a 360 deal. But this is what happened. I told him to explain to me what a 360 deal is. He tried to get me to run around on how he's talking, but you know how you listen to a person long enough, they tell on themselves. They ended up
Mm-hmm.
telling on themselves. So I'm like, basically, you're trying to use me to get a distribution deal, and I'm still going to be stuck with the 360 deal. You're still taking half of everything that I'm doing in half. everything that I'm making, including merch that I'm selling. No, I'm not signing that. You didn't even have no paperwork. But he had his own label and everything though, but I'm not signing to it. I told him no. Matter of fact, I didn't even say nothing. I just never did hit on that. It ain't no beef or nothing. I still play it cool when I see him, but you know,
Yeah, can't knock
it
somebody else
stopped.
hustle.
The last time I talked to him, and it was somebody else that I had met from Memphis too that was up here. And he was up here doing music too. Me and him kind of clicked a little bit together, you know, and I follow him on YouTube too. But he be up here doing his thing too and rapping and stuff. It's a lot of Memphis folks up here doing their thing and working and doing something. But they just stopped talking to me after I had brought that gun to my show. Because somebody had pulled a gun on me at the last show. So I came back with my gun. And I almost went to jail for this situation, but they ended up reasoning with me. The owner of the bar ended up reasoning with me. He was like, "You just can't come back no more."
Man,
Like,
why
shit,
do you
that's
why do
crazy.
you think that
Walking
happened?
down the
Like,
street.
were they jealous? What was the deal? Like, do you feel like it was a jealousy thing?
Nah, what happened is that I was throwing up Lincoln Court projects. And he had ended up getting mad about that. He thought it's a lot of GD folks up here in Minnesota, so he thought that I was throwing up Vice Lord. So it was a whole situation about that. And plus, he was drunk anyway, so he was swinging the gun in my face. I'm like, man, I just kept my cool. He ain't pull it. I ain't died at night. I just looked at him, made my decision in my head what I was already gonna do. I walked down there with my rifle in my overalls. And they was like, man, shoot, this nigga country as hell. You walk down the street with a rifle in your overalls.
That was that
This nigga
Jacktown
crazy.
coming out of you. That was that Jacktown.
Yeah, that's why don't nobody really, you know, they cool with me. You know, they like my hustle and respect my hustle, not because I'm no killer, but they respect what I'm doing. You know, everybody be like Swang. Man, what's good, Swang? That's how they be when I walk up in the bar over here. And then one guy from West Memphis, Arkansas, he was up here doing his music and stuff too, doing truck driving. Me and him chopped it up for a minute. He was telling me the same thing you were telling me. Like, man, I love your music. This shit go hard, boy.
It do,
I was
man.
like, we ended up we ended up clicking with each other and stuff and following each other also. So shoot, me and him know each other. His name is the Astronaut. You should check him out on West Memphis, Arkansas. That's where he's from.
All
The
right.
Astronaut. But yeah,
All
he
right.
had seen me in St. Paul and ended up posting on Facebook. He was like, man, my boy Chain Swang over here in the roughest neighborhood in St. Paul selling CDs like 50 cents.
Oh
Man.
man. Yeah, man, we're gonna need you to stay away from those kind of people who want to pull guns and stuff, though, man. Cause we need you, man. Your music too damn good, man.
So, but Shay, shoot, I be in the gutter, man. Shoot, this ain't no fairy tale that I be rapping about.
I feel you. I feel you on that. Because but that's where the good stuff come from, man. Like some people, they get to a certain level and they get a lot of money and then they get too comfortable. There's a such thing as
Yeah,
becoming so successful to where you kick up your feet and then you start being too doggone comfortable. And then, you know what I'm saying, people who out there getting it out the mud, they can come up and pass you because it's like that story, the rabbit and the tortoise. You know what I'm saying? The rabbit thought he was
yeah.
so far ahead so he can just go ahead and take him a nap and go to sleep.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I got to a point where I started my business in Minnesota. What made me go ahead and push the LLC. this what made me push the LLC officially. Is when I first started selling my CDs on the rough side of town. You know, I used to trap a little bit too, but I started selling the CDs because I was messed up on the re-up. So I was like, man, I woke up with $5 in my pocket that morning in the house, and I was like, man, this is not it. This ain't it. So I got up and bought me a stack of CDs like this and burnt them in my house all day, and went out there and sold like 10 CDs. Then I made a little bit of money and went and flipped it and bought some more. After a week, I came in with $2,000. Then I started flipping in different cars and stuff, and that's when everybody started, you know, talking about my hustle and everything around the bar and all this stuff, because they seen how I was flicking through the neighborhood.
Wow.
It's crazy, man, because it's like, man, I'm not even from here, but everybody knows me, from the gangsters to the pimps to just everybody, just, you know, the locals. Like, you would think that I was from Minnesota.
How
And when
long
I
have you
went
been
back
living
home,
there?
like, shoot, I've been living here for like 8 years now. I've been here for a minute for people to know me though. But
Wow.
it's still crazy to me, because it's like I'm famous up here. Everybody shaking. I can't go out the house without shaking nobody's hand. Like, what's up, gangster? Like, what's up, boss? You know,
That's
shoot. And it
real.
seems like I got a little charm when it comes to people. You know, most people usually like me, but I guess it's because I'm an honest person. Like, I always do what I say I'm gonna do. I'm a man of my word. And if I can't hold my word to you, I at least try to let you know that I can't. So I'm a real stand-up guy. That's what people tell me. So I think that's why I got a charm with folks.
That's what's
People
up,
also
man.
say I'm funny too. Like, you funny as hell. You need to do comedy.
You definitely had me rolling about the story at the bar where you had to pull out. The funniest part was when you was walking down the street with that rifle in your doggone leg. That's hilarious.
My cousin said, you can't be doing that, James. Oh man. Well, shoot. I ain't had too many problems after that.
I know that's real. Hey, they know now. Sometimes you gotta let them know.
Hey, that's all they be saying. That's how y'all Memphis niggas get down, because they think I'm from Memphis. They don't know nothing about Jackson.
Sure, they just
When
don't know Jackson. Jackson might be wilder than Memphis. Sure.
Yeah, they be saying the same thing when they be seeing me when I'm up on one, when I have my little money and nice cars and stuff. They be like, that's how y'all do it in Tennessee, man. And I'm like, you right, because I popped out at one show in a mink coat.
Oh.
With the little boss hat on and a button-down shirt, looking like a that's what they told me, looking like a Mississippi pimp. I had the little snake button-down shirt, snake skin button-down shirt with some slacks on.
You messed them up that night.
That's why they look at me like a superstar up here. That's why they look at me like a boss in Minnesota. I love
That's
Minnesota, man. They support me up here. I be pimping these streets.
That's a blessing, man. I'm glad you like it there and stuff, man. That's a blessing. Do you
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it more than you like being in Jackson, or about the same?
When it comes to opportunity and business, yeah, because I can step outside every day and make money in Minnesota. I got this barbecue grill that I got for free. Somebody had just gave to me, and I as soon as I got home, I made $40 selling burgers. And people tell me that them burgers is smacking.
Wow.
So that's another hustle that I'm trying to pick up. But if I can open up a bar / clothing store / record store, whatever, if I can build an empire, man, that'll really take me up.
Dope, man. Have you thought about getting a truck? Have you thought about doing have a food truck, right? But then at the same time, you sell your clothes and you sell your music and stuff out of it. Like it'd be like an all-in-one, like a food truck /
yeah.
You know,
I was also thinking about
Masterminds Radio. It could be called Masterminds Radio.
Yeah. I also thought about vending machines, flipping cars. I got me a go-kart over here too that I'm trying to fix up and see if I can flip it. Just out here willing and dealing. That's what I
Nice.
do. That's why I feel like I got a business mentality. I already think like a manager because some of the stuff I was hearing about management, I was like, sure, I kind of got a mindset like that anyway. Because, like, for example, I read about how managers go around to other stores and check prices at other stores, check the garbage and see if they changing the garbage cans, see how clean their store is. They go by their competitor stores and see how they run their store. Then they figure out a plan how to compete with their competitors over the next 5 years. I was like, I already do that. I already got that mindset because when I was selling burgers, this gas station right here be selling them little white wrapped up burgers that be on the heater for the same price I sell my burgers, $7 for one burger, chips, and a drink. Except for me, I sell you two burgers for $7.
Wow.
What's a better deal? So I'm already thinking like a manager anyway.
Yep. I work in engineering, and a lot of what we do is we'll go get we'll go get a competitor's product, we'll go buy it, bring it into our office, tear it down, and see what all they put in there and how did they put it together and stuff. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And then like come up with ideas to make ours better than theirs. So
right.
yeah, I see exactly. Yeah, you got to study your competitors and figure out how to outdo them because we live in a capitalistic society. So it's like first come first serve, and when it comes to that money, or you know what I'm saying. So if you can
Yeah.
figure out how to out hustle somebody, you could blow up or shit, start making not just as much as they making, but more.
America is a corporation anyway. So this country is built on business. Everything is about business. That's why they don't really, about the people like that, because everything about money, everything about business. Let's just keep the business going. Let's keep the rich rich.
Yep. And our goal is
Everything
to
is about go ahead.
I agree with you. And I was just saying our goal is to, capitalize off whatever it is, our talents or our knowledge or skill. You have to find what you're good at, what you have done like 10 times over. You got a lot of different avenues that you can take. And learn how to monetize them. And that's what you're doing too. You're monetizing too. They say the average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Yeah. And
Yep.
people be trying to talk down on working their jobs and be trying to clown rappers that be working their jobs, but I don't really agree with that. Because if you got to do what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do to invest in your business if you don't want to be out there in the streets or you're trying to change your life. So I changed my life. So that's why I'm working a job. Not that I have to explain myself, but that was kind of my idea. Like it's better things to do to make money. So, you can make money doing anything. That's what selling CDs and hustling on the streets taught me. You can make money. You can sell people anything. You can sell people even a dream and they'll buy it
Yep.
if
And
it's
you gotta
something
have
good
a
enough.
yep. And man, you gotta have a job if you a rapper, man. You have to. You know what I'm saying? In order to just,
Yeah.
pay for studio time costs, promotion costs. Hell, even the internet costs on these phones in order for you to be able to, promote yourself and stuff. You know what I'm saying, man? Don't let nobody say it ain't cool to rap and work. Sure, they stupid as whoever's
Yeah.
saying that stupid as hell, and they on their way to jail or hell because shit. Just to make it in this world, you gotta have a job, and that's just one stream.
I done took my
That's just one stream of income. You got
yeah.
your music is a stream of income. Your working, that's just one stream of income. You got a clothing brand, that's 3 strands. That's three strands of income. Then you turn around,
Yeah.
like you say, you got the burger thing going. That's 4. You got like multiple streams of income. So keep doing what you're doing. Hell, add more if you can, because like I said, they said the average millionaire got 7 different
Yeah.
streams of income from they probably work a job. Then they got real estate. Then they might have some stocks in the stock market.
People just don't know that you can slick end up owning the company that you worked for in the past if you
Yeah.
put your mind. Because I know a
Yep.
millionaire that's right that I'm cool with right now. The guy that owns the bar that I used to go to. I had apologized to him about telling him I was gonna shoot up the club because I got into it with somebody. But anyway, um, I had apologized to his wife, and they ended up being cool with me, and they millionaires. So they ended up telling me that they how he started off, in the street, and then he started off working at the bar. A white guy had owned it at first, but then in the end, he ended up owning the bar that he used to work for. He saved up the money to buy the bar.
Man, I'm telling you. I also I listened to, I guess it was, I don't know what I was listening to, a podcast or whatever it was, but they were saying how it's a lot of older like white people who own businesses, but they got kids and they kids don't want nothing to do with them businesses.
Yeah,
So they end up like selling them, or if they know you and
yeah,
you present yourself right, they might say, "Chain Swang, my son, them they don't want to run this, this company, you know what I'm saying? But you got the business mindset and stuff, and the way you care, I like the way you carry yourself and stuff. How would you like to take over, you know what I'm saying, and run this company for me? Either run the company for me or I'll sell it to you, you know what I'm saying, and let you take it over or whatever." So it's a lot of people like that, man. A lot of these older white people, man. You'll be surprised, man. Not even just white, just older people, period, who their kids don't want nothing to do with the business that they got. And they be looking for people with business minds, just like yourself, to come in and like either help them run the company, give you like a high ass rank to where you're making a whole bunch of money, or flat out, walk you through like buying it from them. And they might even like tell
yeah,
you which bank to go through and all this kind of stuff and help you. They might even co-sign for you to buy it from them. It's a lot of opportunities out here. Like you said, it's America, man.
yeah. But people don't want to climb up the ladder sometimes. Some folks do get more government help and assistance, but if that's not your life and you have to get it out the mud, you know what you got to do anyway. So you got to climb up the ladder. You got to start at the bottom, then build your way up. Start off as an employee first, then build your way up to a manager, and then that's going to take you further in life anyway. After you
Yep.
become a manager, you might end up becoming a top manager, a CEO, or part of
Yep.
the CEO,
Yep.
just because you became a manager and you do good at your job and you've been there for a long time and you've been dedicated to that. They might give you a shot. You never know.
You sure don't. But at the same time, you ain't waiting on it either, because you still got your own company. You still got this going. You still got that going. You know what I'm saying? You're not waiting on it, but you just, you know what I'm saying? You handling business as the business come to you. And I don't
Yeah,
care what that is. I don't care if that's hustling CDs. I don't care if that's working a job. I don't care if that's selling burgers. I don't care if that's selling albums, vinyl, hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Man,
that's me.
if you're a true hustler, man, you gonna hustle multiple ways. You ain't just gonna pick one thing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, that's why I don't sit around here worrying about being messed up in my pocket sometimes because I know I'm gonna get out and fix being broke. I
Mm-hmm.
always fix being broke because
Yep.
like the people at the bar said, they sat right there and watched me come up and be down, come back up, be down. That's just how it go when you hustling.
That's real, man. On that note, man, I want to get into some of your music real quick, man, because I don't want this podcast tonight to end, and we're gonna do more too. Let's not make this just the only time you come on here. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we'll do more episodes, part 2, part 3, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of game
Yeah,
and knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And we can't do it all within an hour. We can't even talk about everything that we need to talk about. That ain't enough time. You know what I'm saying?
for
But
sure.
I do want to play one of your songs though, bro. One of the videos. We're gonna start it off with "I'm Stuck," the video, and then we're gonna come back and
Yeah.
we're gonna keep on chopping it up, man. Because I love where this conversation is going, and it can just get, you know what I'm saying, better from here. So do you want to
Yeah.
introduce it, man? Introduce the video to I'm Stuck, man, and then we're gonna run it.
I'm Stuck. Check me out. It's on YouTube. Slave to the System, the album out right now. Chain Swang, shout it. I'm Stuck.
Turn me up, one shout it. Yo. MFR.
I've been out my mind ever since this shit done slowed up. Wake up in the morning every day, I'm trying to get a buck. I be steady pushing even when I feel like giving up. I only got 2 decisions, guess I'm trying to say I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. At 23, I was turning up, getting buck at 24. I had Ramsey County sold up at 25. I went out and caught my first ride, now I'm on. Caught some CDs and I get them gone, selling strong. Cause one of my homies had put me on, they fucking with me. So I went back and got a tone, hollow tips. I bet them pussy niggas leave me alone, now I'm good. Making thousands, chillin' in the hood at 26. I was making money, talking shit, booking shows. In the studio with my clique, MMR. Now you know I gotta represent, looking clean. When I walk up on the scene, you know I'm cold. So you know I had to cop the main smooth player. That boy slicker than you niggas think. If I quit, you can't say I didn't do my thing. I'm still gon' make it, cause hustling just I've been out my mind ever since this shit done slowed up. Wake up in the morning every day, I'm trying to get a buck. I be steady pushing even when I feel like giving up. I only got 2 decisions, guess I'm trying to say I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. This shit done slowed up, but I ain't gon' let it keep me stuck. My hustle strong. You can see how many units gone independent. I'm an underground legend, John, rocking the stage. Man, I'm always down to get paid. They fucking with me. Everybody wanna buy my tapes, dropping classics. I write a new song every day, I do with ease. Especially when I puff on the weed, let me think. Would that sound good on this beat? I bet it sells. Here goes some more legendary heat. Press record, it's gonna be fire every time I speak. Coming out strong, chain swing, never coming weak. This how we do it. Every day I'm out here making cheese. I've been out my mind ever since this shit done slowed up. Wake up in the morning every day, I'm trying to get a buck. I be steady pushing even when I feel like giving up. I only got 2 decisions, guess I'm trying to say I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Tell me why I'm stuck. I'm stuck, I'm stuck.
Dope, man. That was I'm Stuck, man, by Chain Swang. Y'all make sure y'all go over on YouTube and run them numbers up, because that's hard. That's super dope, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Man, what is the process
Yeah,
like?
that's one of my hottest songs.
That's cold, man. What is the
Like-
process like? So walk me through like the day you made that song. What was your process?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, I was listening to a YouTube beat by it was a Pimp C type beat, and it was kind of laid back too. So I started writing about being stuck in between doing business, like you know how you get to that period where you don't have no sales and nothing going on, blah blah blah. You know, you kind of stuck in between being back in the streets and doing business because things done slowed up on me on business. So I'm stuck in between, going back to doing this or trying to stick legit, because it was just hard for me to find a job a couple of months ago because the job market is bad in Minnesota right now because I guess what Trump got going on. But it's been hard to find a job for the last 3 years, so I'm stuck. Tell me when I'm stuck.
It's like that everywhere too, bro. It ain't just Minnesota, man. The job market is tough everywhere right about now, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It definitely got it definitely got something to do with the leadership though.
Yeah, I ain't trying to pick up the scale no more. I'm trying to retire that motherfucker.
Well, you can keep the scale, just put something different on it. Just keep something different, put something different on that mug.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Shoot, I was like, I was trying to go legit, so I was like, man, I'm gonna just try to stick out this business and quit doing that. But then everything started slowing up, and when I started writing those lyrics, I came up with the hook first. But then I was like, I'm gonna just tell my story from beginning to end, basically how I started out in Minnesota, bar by bar. At first, I was like, I'm gonna talk about what I was doing at 23. At 23, I was turning up, getting booked, and I was. I came up here to Minnesota. I was turning up, getting booked. I was going to, little strip clubs. Dancing, partying. I was homeless. Like, I don't know. I'll probably be the only homeless rapper that's out here making videos, going to strip clubs, selling weed, all of it. I'm probably the only rapper that be doing all of that stuff. Homeless, man. I was homeless in the snow, man, but I was still doing my thing. Even
really,
back then.
man? For real?
After I got my first job, yeah, for real. After I got my first job in Minnesota at Domino's, that's what put me on with a little money. Then I started going partying at the strip club in Minneapolis, man. So I was grabbing cheeks because you ain't supposed to be touching the girls, but they was cool with it though. So one girl was whispering about, I like you. You got pretty eyes and whoop whoop whoop. I was like, sure, you sexy too.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
so I was up in there throwing ones when I get paid. I was up in there throwing ones and stuff, and give me a little smoke or something. Be out there, at the corner. But after that, I would leave, be making videos because I pay somebody to do a video for me. Cause I ain't had no bills, I ain't had no responsibilities, and I still didn't have enough money to pay no rent or nothing to get my first house. So I spent that $100 on a video of some little local rapper that's making videos, doing it for cheap. I did Emperor's of Jackson video when I was homeless, and I did an interview with Level when I was homeless as well. Me and him did an interview right at my mom's place.
Wow. So when you moved there, you just moved there, or how did I don't want to get in your business or anything, but do you mean you went to Minneapolis and just start building from nothing, from scratch?
St. Paul. I was in St. Paul.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna lie, Minneapolis kind of made me nervous because that's my first time being in a big city like that where everything moving fast and St. Paul is big. It's bigger than Jackson, of course, but it's kind of slow. It move at a slow pace.
Oh yeah. So how far is that from Minneapolis?
It's only like 45 minutes from Minneapolis.
Okay.
They got a train. They got a train that runs in the middle of the city that goes between Minneapolis and St. Paul. So you can always just hop on the train and go right here to Minneapolis, cross the Mississippi River.
Nice. I done been up there one time. I went to Wisconsin, and then the mall, the Minneapolis, that the Mall of America, it wasn't that far from where we were, so we rode the train to the Mall of America. So it was like an Amtrak train or something. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Yeah, he
had the
wrote.
blue line and the green line.
Mm-hmm. You done been to
But
that
yeah, I
mall.
had to sleep.
You've been to that the Mall of America, the biggest mall in America. I think it's the biggest
Yeah,
mall in the world in Minneapolis.
I had to sleep on that train a few times.
Wow. But you just keep riding it until it's the morning time.
Now I would actually go to sleep on there, but it would be dangerous though, because it'd be a lot of freak shows on the train in Minneapolis. Like it's a lot of people that have a lot of mental health issues and stuff up here. They come from insane asylums and now they homeless and on the streets and stuff. Some of them.
Man, they kind of start getting rid of the insane asylums. Is that what happened up there too? I know they start doing that here. Like you don't even have like those like mental health facilities like you used to down here. It's like
Yeah,
they just send people to prison, which is crazy, man. You shouldn't send somebody with a mental disorder to prison. Like they need to go where they can get some help, not where it's gonna be even more dangerous.
yeah, because that ain't gonna do nothing for their mental,
But
make them more
hurt it
violent.
worse. Yep.
But yeah, so other than that, so that's basically how used to start off on the homeless situation. Should I would be walking in the cold sometimes, walking up and down the street, but I would be freestyling and going to studios because sometimes Minnesota has a lot of programs that help you up here. So that's why I don't be understanding why some people choose to be homeless just to do drugs. But it's a lot of government assistance that they give you up here. Like you get rental rebate on your rent. You know, you get taxes back at the end of every year. That was new to me coming from Tennessee. I was like, we don't get none of the tax money back from paying our rent. I was like, you get taxes back on your rent?
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy. And then they also had a place called Sky Zone where they would help young adults that's all the way up to 26, 27. And they used to have a free studio upstairs. So that's where I started recording. Then I also, while I was working at Domino's, I ended up running into this like nerdy white kid, you know, with long hair, bumps on his face. But I ended up running into him, and he started recording me in a professional studio when they used to have the music college up here, where you
Wow.
go to professional studios, and it was so cool walking up in there.
Man, God is good, man. He put you in around the right people.
Yeah. So that's when I ended up making that song. She hit me on my line. She called me all the time. You know, I
That's my
sent that song
jam
to my,
too. That's my
you know.
song right there.
Yeah, I wish I could have mixed and mastered it a little bit more, but it's still a hit though. That's it. It still slap when I play it in the truck.
Wow, man. I didn't know that you had been through that much, you know what I'm saying? To be so
Yeah,
young too, and you still young. You still got so much farther to go. You still got so much life to go. Man,
yeah,
you about to take over the game, man. When you already done popped, but when you pop, man, good Lord, man, it's gonna be over with.
yeah. Because my story is real authentic. I don't know about nobody else's story because I can't really speak on that, but I know I'm really coming from the heart when I tell you the stuff that I'm telling you that I done did since I've been trying to build this empire of mine. Like at first, it wasn't an empire that I was trying to build, but over the time, as I matured as a man and realized what I really, really wanted to do with my life, I started thinking like that. Like, but at the same time, it's like I always kind of knew I wanted to be a businessman, even when I was a kid, cutting grass. That taught me the business right there a little bit, how to have good customer service, give good deals to keep people coming back to your business. Because what I would do was when I cut grass is that I would do it for free the first time to see if you liked it, and then the people would call me back and pay me the next time that I cut their grass.
Nice.
So that's what made people want to deal with me in the first place. That's how I gained a customer. I'm gonna cut your grass for you for free the first time. See if you like it. If you like it, you can call me and have me come back, and I can just you can be my customer. So
Man, you a
Yeah,
genius, man. You a genius. I
I
mean,
appreciate
man, from some of the stuff that you done told me tonight, and then like when I listen to your music, man, that's why it sounds so real and authentic, because you real and authentic in real life. That's why
it.
your
So
music sound like that. It sounds so real and authentic, man. It seemed like you like a family member when I'm listening to like I'm listening to my cousin or something.
know exactly what you mean. Should I feel the same? I feel the same thing, man.
Man, keep
Like
doing
I
what you're
said,
doing. Keep
I
doing
feel
what you're
like
doing.
it's just like talking to one of my homeboys who, sometimes we be talking on the phone about some of the same things, man.
That's real. That's why it's just so much to talk about. You can't do it all in one phone call or one podcast. One night. I want you to come on more. Come on the
Yeah,
show more. And
I'm most definitely link with you some more and pop out on the show some more.
that'll be dope right there, man.
Yeah, for sure. More when I have time, I'm gonna have to do it, schedule it on the day that I'm off. Because usually he let me off on Wednesdays or Sundays. So I know I'm open on them 2 days if you have any openings coming soon on those days. And then I also got to try to figure out some time to go out there and chop it up with Pops again and hop on his podcast in Minnesota.
Dope.
Yes. He had me jump on his podcast. He do free podcasts and interviews and stuff where he play all your music and we just sit there and chop it up. And I hit the bong with the big bucket over my head. He like, shoot, you stayed up there longer than anybody that done been in here. I'd like, I knocked all the wind up out of my chest.
So
Man,
what does like in the next 3 years, what does success look like to Chain Swing? Because you on your way.
um, I really just want to be comfortable, man. Probably like a good, cool million would make me happy. A nice, decent house. It don't have to be a mansion, just a big, nice house, probably like 3 or 4 bedrooms that I own with a little small plot of land to try to build something if I want to. Whatever I want to pull and drag into my on my land, I can do it. I want to just keep willing and dealing and hustling because that's what I like to do. That's my passion, even bigger than just rap. I'm more of a hustler than I am a rapper because I haven't rapped in a year now. I was real passionate about rap early on when I was younger, but now I'm thinking more about business, like on some Master P type of stuff, you know. So it's like I can do better, build myself money better with business and actually taking it to a business level. That includes taking my old music, redoing it, and learning how to collect money from it.
Yep, the money is in your catalog too. You got a catalog. Like, I mean, you got so many songs, man. I'm like, you inspire me to like want to record more music. And I
Yeah,
got I got a studio at my crib, and I be like, man, sometimes sometimes it's crazy because like, okay, before I got a studio, I used to want to record all the time. And then once you get it, once I got a studio, it's like then like we were just talking about the rabbit and the tortoise. It's like a
yeah,
nigga feel like they done got ahead and they can just go to sleep now that they done got to this far. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm doing that. Like I ain't dropping enough. I ain't doing enough. And
yeah,
it's like I was doing more work and doing better before I had the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I was recording more music then. So
yeah.
man, just keeping that hunger. That's why watching you and having that catalog that you got, I'm like, man, he keep going. He consistent. He keeps going. He not stopping. He ain't going. Every time I come back on there, you got more songs up. You know what I'm saying? More
Yeah, 'cause I got
videos
a
up.
lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff that's in the vault that I ain't never dropped before yet. So
Wow. So that's what inspired me. That's what really your music alone inspired me. But your consistency is super duper inspiring to me. The way that you continuously keep going. And I'm with Cuz. Why you ain't dropped in a year? I'm upset too. I'm like, dog, we can't.
I mean,
We need you to drop.
we really had an argument about me dropping some new song. He was like, "Good, why are you not dropping no music? You need to drop some more music." We argued for 30 minutes about that. He was like, "Bro, you too cold. Don't ever say you give up." Every time I say I'm done, I'm retired, he was like, "Don't never say you're retired." The more aggressive he say it.
I'm with him. Where Cuz at? Tell Cuz I said what up, because I love my chain swing music, man. We need more. We need more of it. We can never get enough. You can never make enough records, man.
Yeah.
You dope at it. You cold. The beats you be picking, the flows you be putting to them, what you be saying.
I've been thinking about dropping a new mixtape or an album or something. An album rather, because it'll be original beats. Because I don't want to do no more YouTube beats ever again. I want everything to be up under paperwork, which means all the paperwork is handled. Publishing, copyrights, trademarks, whatever I need to do to get everything stamped and official before I drop the album.
Let me send you a beat pack, man. Let me cook up something and see if I can, let me send you a beat pack, and see if you want to, if I can come up with something you want to cook up.
Yeah. Do you think you can take some of my old recordings and put original beats to them?
Definitely. I could do that. I could make the beats for them, but you would probably have to re-record the vocals unless you have the vocals already separated, on a computer somewhere.
Yeah, I can do that.
I could definitely do that.
Because I want to take some, like how 3 6 Mafia and them used to take some of their lyrics off of some songs and put them on a different beat.
Mm-hmm.
Or like some of the old Memphis tapes, they'd take some of them old lyrics off of them old Memphis tapes and put them in different beats and make a whole new mixtape.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to keep my stuff alive like that. Like old dusty records that I done did in the past that people might have not, new people that's following me might have not ever heard before.
Okay, let me try that then. I don't know, like I know some of the studios you be recording it, you probably still got the files, or they probably still got the files with the vocals and stuff.
Yeah, and then some of this stuff I recorded.
Some of the older ones I know we probably done lost, because I done lost a lot of my older files and stuff too.
Yeah, I need to redo this one original song that I got an already original beat to. It's called West Tennessee, and it slaps so hard with the whole scratching the record on the beat and everything. Wow. It sounds just like back at home. Cause old boy that produced it, he said he was from South Carolina, but he act weird just like Minnesota people a little bit. But I was like, is you really from the South? Because you kind of weird like Minnesota people a little bit. But anyway, he said he from South Carolina, but he produced the beat the exact way I wanted to sound. Because I wanted to keep that Southern sound, but I wanted to have my own identity too. Because I felt like I was starting to lose that down south sound a little bit at first. But I was like, maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I want to make sure I keep that Tennessee sound alive.
For sure.
That's where I'm from. I want to represent where I'm from, even up here.
For sure.
Everybody up here know I'm from Tennessee. Man, I tell you, people just be saying, man, you bring the South up here. Because I'm just country as hell. Even I be doing all type of stuff like I'm still in Jackson.
Man, our music is the shit. Memphis and Jackson music, just West Tennessee music, man. It's a sound that we got, man. It's the shit, man. I'm telling you, like
I didn't even know that we had 90s rap in Jackson, like OTP, Original Tennessee Players, and then we also got 2000s music too. That people that did their stuff with the industry a little bit on the underground scene. Like it's people that don't know them, but like I said before, like you got your own crowd. Because it's the same thing with Starlito. People know him, but they don't know him. But enough people know him to where he's big.
Yep.
He got his own crowd.
Yep. And that's what you and me need to focus on. We both need to focus on continuously to build our own crowd. And it don't have to be that. It don't have to be as big as what like I said, what people might imagine. It don't look like 1 million people. It look more like 500. at least starting off, because that 500 gonna end up leading to 1,000, and then
But
that
if
thousand gonna
showing
end up leading to 1,500. And then you know what I'm saying. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, let's both of us. I don't know how you think, but I used to think I'm just gonna aim for the whole, like the whole world. I'm gonna make this music and I'm gonna make it for 1,000,000 people. But that to
yeah,
me, so now I feel like that a lot of that might have been a mistake. I should have been like just making music for the 50 people who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And that
yeah.
50 would
That's how
turn
you
to
gotta start
100.
off.
Then make music for that 100. And then you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can be looking too far into the stars. And where you don't even recognize what's going on around you. You can
Yeah.
have something good going on around you, but you ain't paying no attention because you focused on the moon.
I'm gonna tell you this one artist. It's a couple of artists that I like their stories and how they built their brands up, even on the underground level. Like Tommy Wright the Third. I don't know if you know him from Memphis.
Hold up, before you say this, before this interview, I thought, man, what your music don't sound like Tommy Wright the Third, but your grind and your hustle remind me of Tommy Wright the Third, right? For some
Yeah,
reason. And then when I asked you about your Instagram, I said, "What's your Instagram?" And then you told me your Instagram, and I went over there. I saw Tommy Wright the Third. You had posted him or something. He was on your Instagram. I said,
yeah,
"Damn, man, I was right." I was like, it is some kind of tie between Chain Swang and Tommy Wright the Third.
yeah. I be
I don't
fucking
know
all
what
the
it is,
artists in the States.
but you got to tell me
Kingpin,
because I
Kingpin.
had just thought that. And then I saw him on your page. I'm like, okay, you got to tell me this story. What's
But yeah,
with the T Wright story?
but yeah, this is what I had learned about, what's kind of similar between my story and his story. But because he started off just selling tapes around the neighborhood. That's what they said. It was only popping around Memphis for so long. But now you look at him today, he's got, recognition by Beyonce
Yep,
on the beat that he produced for Princess Loco.
yep.
So I was
And
like, but look at how long it took for him to get that recognition. But he kept on grinding. He was still living good. He was still rich. But look at how long it took him to get major recognition by the industry.
man,
That's how I feel about myself. Like I done did a lot of things, but I just haven't got the recognition yet that comes along with it. But the hustle is there. The business is there. The music is there. It's just the world ain't caught on to it yet. The whole world ain't caught on to it yet. Just my crowd that fucks with me or the crowd that I done built over time. Because he
yep,
had his own crowd at first, but now it's to a point where everybody knows his sound now.
yep.
Everybody knows that sample now. So
Wow. And he has the same kind of following that you were just telling me that you're building, and the same kind of following that I'm trying to build, and the same kind of following that Starlito has. Tommy Wright the Third, he has that kind of following. He has like a pure cult like following. They fucks with him to the fullest. I've seen him get booked in LA. I've seen him because I follow him on social media. I've seen him get booked in overseas in the UK, like London and stuff. People like in London love him. But then, like you said, you got some people you can go around and you can ask them who is Tommy Wright, and they wouldn't even they wouldn't even know.
yeah,
But he got he got that. He found his following, man. He found them, and they found him,
and
and he
that's what I
like you
learned
say,
about.
and he rich too. Even he ain't loud rich, but he rich. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You don't gotta be loud rich. You can be quiet rich. Tommy Wright, quiet rich.
yeah. Uh,
Starlito, quiet rich. Don Tripp, quiet rich.
and that's the point
That's what we
that
need to be aiming for. We need to be aiming for being quiet rich. And you're on
right.
the right path, and I'm on the right path. We got catalogs. You can go back and listen to our music from years and years and years ago, and then we still producing now. You doing the podcast, and you getting your name and your brand and your likeness out here. when they do catch on, and they gonna go back and start listening to all them songs, all the songs I done fell in love with, Chain Swang. They gonna go all the way back to Lil Chain
Yeah.
and fall in love with those songs.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something. One of my logos on my brand. I got my backpack right here.
All
I'm gonna
right,
show you. I'm gonna show you the original logo. Then I'm gonna show you the new logo.
dope. I heard you mention earlier that you used to draw a lot, and I did too. And most artists that I meet used to draw a lot when they were coming up, when they were young and stuff. It's
Yeah,
some kind of correlation between drawing and art and music and stuff. It's all art, I guess.
yeah. This is one of the things that I get a character that somebody in college had made me because I'm in school right now. So I started going to the art class with all the smart kids because I said that's the crowd that I really need to be around instead of all these street niggas.
Congrats on that, man. That's major. I love that too. That's dope.
This is the bags that I designed with Mastermind Radio LLC.
Wow, man,
Let's
that's
keep the
dope.
underground paid.
I love it. That's dope.
Support your boy. Let's keep the underground paid. The underground can't survive if we don't support each other. We keep money circling amongst ourselves by supporting each other.
Yeah.
That's how you keep money.
While we talking about it, how can I support? You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to your music. You've been inspiring me all these years. Shit, how can I support? Tell me.
My website, I just told you, mastermindradio.com.co. You can check out some of my clothes and buy some of my merch, and I'll sing you something.
All right.
I have shoes and everything.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna go in there and spend some money at mastermindsradio.com. Y'all make sure y'all go out to mastermindsradio.com and support.
.co. Don't forget the .co at the end of .com. mastermindradio.com.co. And my website. I done already got a couple of sales because I like Shopify. I got a couple of sales in New York, Atlanta. I was getting sales from people that I didn't even know. Wow. I was like, that's pretty good just not starting out. I'm already collecting dividends from other states and I don't even know these people, but they come across, my website and buy something. Wow. So, and sometimes I still keep them addresses on my records because sometimes I send them free stuff for just supporting my website. Like I saw somebody from Texas, some CDs and some clothes. It was some young niggas that I had actually met in person though. When I was out there in at the gas station, my friends, they was laughing at me, saying the same thing. You out there selling CDs, you could get extorted because this Houston, Jay Prince don't play it, but but I was just laughing at them talking about that. But I was talking to some young niggas that was there. They was in the streets or whatever, had some guns on them. But I ended up telling them about my music, and they was like, "Yeah, for sure, we'll bump your music and stuff." But every now and then they'll call and text me while they in school and stuff like that, telling me how they fuck with my music and my clothing and all this stuff. So I sent them some clothes to try to promote my brand out there since they were running with me so tight. And every once in a while I check on them, just to be an honest person. But that's what he had texted me this morning. He said, "You're a real nigga for checking up on motherfucking and shit." Because he said, the last time I seen the last couple of posts, it seemed like he was out there wilding in the streets, talking about, he had to get rid of whoever he was beefing with. But
yeah. Stuff seems so big when you're younger, but then when you get a little older, you be like, man, I was tweaking.
So yeah, made a lot of connections though all around the United States, and somebody wanted me to come to Turkey and do a song with them, but I was like, I'm not gonna get out to Turkey.
Shoot.
That's way on the other side of the planet.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, but when I responded to them, they never did respond back to me. So, I meet a lot of people online, just like how I met you on YouTube. Shoot, I'm people from Zimbabwe. Since I started my business, I had people from India calling me about, making clothes for me cheap. It was like, we make clothes for you for cheap. We was talking on live on the video call. The phone was kind of breaking up, but they was telling me they can make shirts for cheap. Shirts for cheap. We like your logo.
Wow. Those are the connections that you need too. I got a
Yeah,
homeboy.
international. But
He
when I
get his
worked
stuff.
in the Black State Fair too last year, shout out to the annual Black State Fair in Minnesota. You know, I love y'all, man. So it's all good. So there was a lot of connections that I met. I got a chance to rap on the news, on
Wow.
camera. And then I also was able to link up with more events that I can pop out on and sell my merchandise at these events in Minnesota. I got a lot of things going on as far as performing and doing all of that. I got a couple of shows that I need to go do too and keep that royalty check coming.
Most definitely. Well, watch out for me because I'm coming through there. I'm coming through the website. I'm coming through them with, you know what I'm saying, support. And
Yeah.
you're gonna see me rocking whatever I get. You're gonna see me rocking it in my videos and shit.
Yeah, somebody already had rocked my hoodie in one of their music videos, a local rapper from here in Minnesota.
Wow.
You know, they call me their cousins because some of these people up here be wanting me to be their family so bad, but they got love for me though, and I got love for them. So they bought a shirt from me and put it in their music video.
They is family then because of shoot. I got a lot of family members who won't even do that for me.
Right. So I'm just thankful that for all the people that rock with me, all the people that support me, all the people that tell me that I'm the shit. I appreciate that. I don't like to brag on myself too much, but I have did a lot since I've been in this game, and I've done a lot. I done
You
been
don't
through a lot.
be bragging. You ain't bragged not once on this interview, but you deserve to brag. If you did want to brag, I understand. Because you cold as a motherfucker.
There's been times where I just been sitting in the house, you know. Sometimes I would just be sitting in the house just counting money, thousands of dollars by myself but it taught me how lonely life could get. It taught me that money don't buy happiness because I done had a lot of money in my hands in the house just sitting around just lonely as hell though. So
Wow.
that I can have somebody to spend it with.
Any plans on becoming married or anything? I don't know if you're married or not, or do you got any plans on?
Yeah, I got
You know
plans on getting married. So I got my girlfriend. She back here asleep.
Okay, nice.
So in Ethiopia, she want to take me to Ethiopia. See, I take myself on tour all the time when I have money. When I'm up. I be taking myself on tour and everything. I went to Vegas a couple of years ago, and when it turned up, I was handing out my business cards to people. I went to the studio out there. Some dude said I sound like 8 Ball and MJG. You're like, you from Tennessee, ain't you? You sound like 8 Ball.
That's a compliment.
Yeah. But he was like, man, shoot, yo, that one song, it sound like a movie.
you sure got songs that sound like movies, man. They fire.
He said it sounded like the scene on the movie or something. I was like, shoot, that's what the song that I recorded. He was like, you going hard, man. Shoot, I'd call and reach out to him sometime to keep that connection with folks that's out of town like that.
That's what's up. You got my number now too, so you know what I'm saying, feel free to use it sometime too, whenever you want to. Just to chop it up. It don't even gotta be about no podcast or nothing. Just, you know, you just dope as a person to me. Like,
I really appreciate it, man. I thank you then. I thank for the love and support that you showed me too, man. Because not too many people at first did believe in what I was doing. And then there was some people that was believing in what I was doing, especially when I was selling CDs. Some people was giving me $20, $30 for them CDs. And all I was asking for $5. That's how I ended up getting $2,000 in a week. I was like, man, I started out with $5, waking up one morning and bought a small stack of CDs and came back with $2,000. With 3 or 4 cars, because I was just buying cars for the cheap. Somebody sold me a van for $400. Then I already had my Chevy, my little Chevy Cobalt. So they was looking at me at Willis with a pocket full of money, like I was a boss. That's why they talk about me and look at me like they do up here in Minnesota. That's how y'all
real
do
as
it in
hell.
Tennessee. They just telling me a couple of days ago that people was up there talking about that little nigga got the dope. I'm like, y'all too late for that.
They missed that train. If they'd have caught you a little earlier.
Man, what's good with a train swing? You know, they used to laugh at me when I used to wear my hair in press curls because sometimes I curl my hair.
I saw that. I saw some pictures. I was looking for some pictures to put on your flyer, and I said, oh, he got the curls going on. That's like what's his name? Big Worm.
Yeah. Hey, while some of the cats be laughing, shoot, you know, the girls was liking it when I was single and stuff, and I was out there. They
It was
liking
fly. It's dope. It's dope as hell, man. Me and my brothers, we used to do different stuff with our hair. We used to wear finger waves and stuff. We thought we was on the 5 heartbeats or some shit.
Oh man.
Man, I could go on. I could keep going, man. We're gonna wrap up this episode, but then you know what I'm saying, come back for a part 2 or whatever, man. And you know, you family now, man. I tell anybody when you come on the Memphis Jelks show, man, you family now. So whatever you want to do, if you ever come out with anything, you say, man, I'm gonna come through there and hop on the show, and you know, I'm gonna make room for you. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna promote. You're gonna be seeing like a lot of clips from this interview. You know,
what I'm gonna do next time is to be on better communication on the online part, is to make sure it's on the day that I'm off, and make sure that I'm completely ain't got nothing to do with that moment.
Okay.
So,
my bad. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure everything is perfect and smooth, so we can get out what we need to get out and talk about what we need to talk about for people to, you know, try to take something and learn from this video. Well, hopefully people could take something to learn from this, you know, and apply it to their everyday life. So, you know.
Okay, cool. And if you ever visit in Jackson or something, you know what I'm saying, give me a ring or something. We might can do like a live podcast or something, or do something to, you know, do something live together, like in person, you know what I'm saying, instead of over the internet.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to do last time when I came back home. Because it ain't no interviews or nothing like that in Jackson. Ain't nobody really doing nothing. So I was kind of like down about that, and there still ain't no music studios down there. So I was down about that, you know. So I was like trying to talk to this one cat that be doing interviews, I think in Memphis too. And I tried to reach out to him, and he told me his prices and everything, because I don't mind paying the price. You know, I'm not rich, but I'm not, you know, I don't care about spending money like that on something that's going to invest in myself. You know, because that's the whole point of what I'm trying to do. So if you want to handle business, let's do it. But he never did respond back to me or send me no address or nothing, because I was going to try to figure out how to get to Memphis from Jackson or do something, you know.
Yeah.
I was trying to network when I was down there, because don't nobody really remember me back at home, because I've been gone so long. And then there's new people that's in Jackson that moved down there. So it ain't the same people no more.
Yeah, Memphis is just a straight shot though. If you're in Jackson, you hop on 40, it's gonna bring you straight to Memphis. No turns, nothing. Just a straight shot. It's gonna take you about an hour and a half or something. But
the reason why I was trying to figure that out is because I didn't have no whip. I came down there on the plane, and I was driving my cousin little beat up car, so I would have been able to take her car to Memphis or nothing. But I was willing to try anyway, because I know I need promotion on podcasts and stuff, and people need to hear from Swang.
Yeah,
because I do have something to share with the world too. South got something to say. Swang got something to say.
That's real. And see, I do content, all kind of shit. So, you know, so just like, you know, just link up with me, man. If you come back to Jackson, you know what I'm saying, link up with me. You got my number. We do content and all that. And I ain't gonna try to. I ain't trying to. You know, I'm not the type of person who trying to capitalize or get a whole lot of money out of no person either. Like, if we do anything, you know, I don't charge for everything. Like, I'll be trying to tell my homies, like, y'all my homies. Like, it'd be hard sometimes to try to distinguish when are we doing stuff as homies versus doing stuff. Like, let's say one of my homies come to the studio and we record a song. I be telling him, this ain't no charge for this one. This just us kicking it. You know, we can break down the splits or whatever if we come out with it, but everything ain't a charge. Everything ain't a charge. You know what I'm saying? So like if you came down here and we were just kicking it, and then let's pull out the cameras and just start talking and shoot some content or something, that might not be no charge. You know that you know what I'm saying? But if we say let's shoot a music video, now I might say, well, that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? That's a certain fee. We can finish shoot a whole video. Then I gotta go home and put it on the computer, chop it up, do all that editing and stuff and effects, and you know what I'm saying? And that might cost. But like everything ain't no charge, and sometimes it'd be hard with your homies to try to figure out what to charge for and what not to charge for.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, if you're trying to build something, then sometimes people should understand, hey, he got something that he's trying to do, that he's trying to build. So sometimes you can support as a homie if you're a real friend. And then sometimes I might throw you a deal.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely gonna get the homie deal regardless. You gonna get if I do charge you anything, it'll be the homie deal. It ain't gonna be the niggas out in the street deal.
Yeah, for real.
But I consider you family, man. You've been on the show, man. You've been on the Memphis Jelks show, so you family now. So you get the family deal, man. And everything.
What's going down, man? Swang.
And everything don't cost like. I ain't looking at you like somebody I'm trying to get a whole bunch of money out of or get some money out of. I'm looking at you as like a peer artist who's like superb in what they do, and I want to help you get it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And the same way, you know what I'm saying? Help me. I feel like if you help enough people, man, the world has a way of like reciprocating that back to you at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
I know exactly what you mean, because in my life alone, I took a lot of time to help people that I didn't have to help as well. And some people got over and took advantage of my kindness, especially in Minnesota. Because in the Midwest, they really don't want to mess with you unless they can use you for something or gain something from you.
It's a lot of people like that, man. It's a lot of people like that. My wife had to put me up on that because I used to be so giving. I used to just try to help everybody, and everybody would come to me with their problems and stuff. And here I am, I'll try to help some kind of way. My wife used to be like, only time they call is when they need something. And I wasn't paying no attention to that at first. But then my phone kept ringing, and every time I answered it, somebody needed something. And I'm like, damn, she right. You know what I'm saying? She had to like open up my eyes to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be surprised like what a good woman in your life a dude can do. They can peep out stuff that you probably can't peep out, because in your heart, you probably want to help everybody. But then at some point, some people might try to start using you, and then she'll let you know.
She be pointing out a whole lot.
That person right there, they're using you. She'll know who really they're genuinely and who they're trying to use you. Sometimes we don't even know, because as men, we we like to fix shit. So if somebody come with us with something that's broke, first thing our mind says, let's fix this shit.
For real.
But sometimes people could take advantage. Yep.
You can't save everybody.
Nope. Some people take advantage, like you said, because some people will take advantage of you. Because they know you like that. They know you gonna help every time.
Ain't nothing wrong with having healthy boundaries.
Yep.
That's what I had to learn, because I was being overly kind to the wrong people, and they take advantage, and I be mad when they take advantage. But I think the reason why I was allowing some of the things that some people would do, or tolerate some of the things that people would do, is because I just was testing to see how far you gonna go.
Yep.
What type of person you really gonna be? If I trust you with this right now, what you gonna do? Yep. Most of the time, motherfuckers fail the test because they end up being the exact person that you think they are. Then they want to try to turn around and flip it on you like you the one that's evil.
I done definitely had people do that too. You know, but that's for another podcast right there. We go down that rabbit hole. We can stay in there for a minute because people be doing some crazy stuff, man. And you
Yeah,
know,
man, and it messes with your head. That's why you got to get them from around you. You trying to make me crazy?
yep. And that sucks too sometimes when you have to lose some people. Like
Yeah,
you might have genuine love for people, but y'all on two different paths. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know that if you stay with, you know, around that person, then you don't like the path that you be on when you be around that person, even though you might love that person, but you don't like yourself, how yourself is when you're with that person. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to say,
yeah,
well, I know if I go over there, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. So I'm just gonna stay over here. You know, that way,
yeah. Sometimes it be
even though
better.
I might
Go ahead.
go ahead now, go ahead.
I was gonna say sometimes it be like, you feel like you're lonely, you feel like you want to have people around you, but is it really worth dealing with all of that just to have folks around you? What's more important, my peace of mind or having people around? So that's what I had to realize. Because sometimes I do get bored by myself. I used to think that way when I used to have a lot of money and stuff back in the day. Just be thinking to myself like, damn, I don't have no money to go spend all this money on, to take nobody out to go do anything or go hang out. I'm just sitting in the house with a whole lot of money, just living, flicking by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Got nobody to enjoy it with.
Yep. That's why it's good. It's good. You got a significant other now. You know what I'm saying? To be
I
able
had
to
to
have
watch.
somebody to share it with.
Yeah, I had to watch who I was dealing with too, though, because like I said, is it really worth dealing with people that ain't gonna do nothing but try to use me for the money anyway, or get on my nerves about it, making me crazy about it? Then you do everything for them, then some people still say you ain't did enough.
Yeah.
That also taught me dealing with stuff like that. It taught me to understand what my father taught me about, kissing people behind. You can't do that because you can do everything you can right for a person that still ain't enough.
Yep. So can. And one thing that I had that was kind of messed up was I used to drink. You know what I'm saying? I used to love to drink liquor, and
Yeah,
it was just certain drinking buddies that I had. And when I knew for sure, I know for sure, one thing for sure and two things for certain, if we get together, we go into that damn liquor store. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And we gonna get tore the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, I had to kind of start. They start calling, and I have to. Oh, I ain't gonna answer it because I already know what's gonna happen if
yeah.
we
They
get
probably
together.
thought,
I
they
like
probably
them. I
thought you
love
chunk.
them, but I gotta love them from a distance because when I get with them, I'm the version of myself that I don't want to be no more.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, we done
Yep.
been there, been out here for 2 hours, man.
Hey,
It's a
I know
good,
we got some
good
clips.
episode.
I know we got some dope ass clips, so we're gonna have some dope clips to share out of this.
Yeah,
Yep. But I'm gonna ride it out with your music, man. We're gonna play the Tatiana Jocelyn 123 It's Chain riding up out of here tonight, man. And you
you
got
know
my
what's
number,
up.
like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than music, it's bigger than the podcast, man. It's real life out here, man. And I appreciate you taking time out your life to come hang with me tonight. It's
Oh,
been a
man.
blessing, man, sharing your story. It's been a blessing sharing your story, and it's more, it's more to share. Like I said, you can't tell your whole story in an hour or
Yeah,
2 hours, and you know
'cause
what I'm
I've been
saying.
waiting to connect with you on business, just like I got somebody else that I also met in Colorado that connected on the same way with business, and he ended up being the coolest person that I know. A lot of people that I meet, y'all be cool, So I don't mind being around cool people, dealing with cool people like that. So I appreciate y'all being cool. I appreciate y'all supporting and reaching out to me. And I couldn't wait to reach out back to y'all and do business with y'all and get a chance to sit down and meet and greet with y'all.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. And
I'm
you
glad I got a chance to talk to you.
and thank you, bro. And it's all because of you. It's all because of your life and what you've done and what you've, you know what I'm saying, what you've put out into the world. Like real, recognize real. I know that sound cliche. People say that a lot, but when I heard your music, when I first heard your music, I was automatically drawn into it because I feel like, man, this is a real, this dude, this music is real. This dude real. I started looking at your artwork, the stuff like your covers, the artwork you was putting on your music and stuff, and you did it, man. Like you did it. You attracted us to you just by being so real, just by being yourself. So you got to give yourself a pat on the back because you brought us to you. You drew us to you. You got a fan base. I'm one of them. I'm sure you got thousands or more too out here, man. So just keep doing what you're doing and keep pulling us to you, man. Because I'm down with you.
A lot more people to connect with. So like I said, anybody that's watching, y'all can reach out to me, follow me on all streaming platforms that I got my album on too. Y'all can listen to that as well. I'm on everything. Chain Swang, Slave to the System on all streaming platforms. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Facebook, Ashton Douglas. That's my real government name now. I don't tell too many people that. So Chain Swang shouted.
That's what's up, man. And with that being said, y'all, we finna ride out to some of Chain Swang music. And it goes a little something like this. Peace and love, man. Thank everybody for watching. And we look forward to the next one, man. We look forward to having Chain Swang back on. We look forward to keep on bringing the heat. You know what I'm saying? All 2026. Let's go.
Early morning on my grind, can't afford to waste no time. Money always on my mind, my other plane gon' fall in line. The pressure that I'm about to apply, that Jackson 10 is on the rise. Knocking down doors, coming to the party, always live. Slide down on the east side, that's how them young niggas round here ride. That shit hit on them factory ties, I'm trying to reach what I desire. Constantly out here dropping, fight no longer will I be denied. Had a lot of trouble times, my grandma passed, I really cried. Out here daily trying to survive, making sure I get my ends. They pulling me down, they don't want me to win, but I'm keeping my strength, I would never give in. Constantly working and getting it in the end, they thought I was gone, now I'm back here again. Rocking the stage, so remember my face, they talking this shit, but I know they gon' hate. Fuck with the real, I can't fuck with the fake. Spitting the bars, as soon as we start. We come through the building, you know who we are, nobody compete with the champion boys. Sucking and shooting and clutching the toys, coming so decent, prepare for the war. Chest white shower, you know how we coming up in this bitch. All 2020, dropping number jewels on their ass. You know it's like, every day you gotta stay motivated to get this cake. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to get rich one day. The sky's the limit. Man, fuck all that. We going past the limit. Chain Swang
Sky's the limit, put a hater in their feelings. Know they, but they gonna feel me. Killing the hustle, like my name John Travolta. Gotta watch out for the vultures. When it come to weight, I hold that. No pistol on me, but they strapped. Hold on, bro, what's that click on your phone? Gotta go, cause I feel like your shit tapped. I can cross state lines with the pack, cause this vacuum considered saran wrap. He gon' lift from the front, make his way to the back, cause this ain't no regular kitty cat. Get this extra wet, it go squishy splash. Fuck with money, the long way I come with cash. Romantic with money, take my time when I'm counting like keys, so I make it last. Oh yeah, it's 6 niggas with me and they toting blicks. 5 bad bitches in my stable, I'm a pimp. 1 time for a pussy nigga to ever try me, I'ma have to do him slimy. From the 651 Coast Street, stay frosty, nigga. I don't know about you, but I gotta get it. If you ain't got the whole thing, nigga, just forget it. Them boys ain't talking bird watching when they mention pigeons. Tatiana Jocelyn, I'm the empress, raised to be the general, bitch. Yeah, you already know what the fuck it is. Tatiana Jocelyn, the empress of rap, the empress of the capital. 651, let's go, baby. We taking over everything this year. Yeah. Hey!
One, never leave the house without your gun. Load up the hollow tips and have them boys on the run. 2, always lay back and play it cool. Let them make it smooth, it's a part of the rule. 3, this one got me rolling up weed. Keep your family close, cause them the main ones you need. 4, coming through and knocking down doors. Rocking up the stage, yeah, soon to be star. 5, a young nigga on cloud 9. Pull on the east side, that's where it's always live. 6, another hit coming off the rip. Smooth on the beat, just like my nigga Pimp. 7, situation getting kinda heavy. Up in the club, yeah, you know we in here reckless. 8, my name whole weight in the chain. Always keep it real, ain't no need to be fake. Like, you know what's going on. This your boy Chain Swang shouting. And this is how we coming all 2020. Dropping nothing but jewels on them. Chain, Swang. Check time.
Squad up, haters down, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around, don't come around. Got the crowd.